So some companies have been using a secret shopper approach to determine if their hiring process needs work. We didn't do that ourselves, but I asked a few of our team members who deal with tons of companies what makes a good hiring process, what makes a bad hiring process, and how we've helped clients in the past improve their hiring process to get better candidates.
Hey, Devin.
Yeah.
What makes a company's hiring process bad?
I would say just a bad overall candidate experience, either too lengthy of a process when it comes to interviews, either little to no feedback, especially when dispositioning candidates.
I think it's really important to provide detailed feedback as well, because that ultimately does provide a better candidate experience versus just, no, we don't want to hire them, because it'll help them, in their next role or as they interview for their next position too.
Or probably no training for individuals that are actually involved in the interview process.
Some clients can be very hesitant to share the bad parts of a role, but it's just as important to me as to why somebody would want to work at the company in the first place, so that they can know what they're coming into or what the environment is like or where they might be lacking in the skill set.
So especially in this market, it sounds like it pays to be decisive one way or the other when it comes to candidates.
I think good or bad, the hiring experience really boils down to like two things: transparency and timeline, both providing positive feedback or negative feedback quickly. If you know you want to hire somebody, move fast. If you know you don't want to hire somebody, cut them loose to move on to their next opportunity.
Okay, if that's the case, then what makes a company's hiring process good in your experience?
Quite the opposite of that. I would say a swift but efficient interview process, capitalizing on both results-based and behavioral-based interview questions.
This is something that a lot of people don't realize they can get from the right recruiting agency. Qualigens has the interview process down to a science, using both behavioral and results-based interviewing.
I think work from home and remote work too, clients, especially now, are still kind of like a little bit wishy-washy as far as like expectations for employees, which can sometimes result in losing talent very late in the process if they say that there's flexibility between 2 days and 3 days, and then ultimately there's not.
Organizations that really leverage the full potential talent pipeline by going internal as well as external, looking for candidates. And then I would say individuals or organizations that really try to understand the entire person versus just the knowledge, skills, and abilities that they bring to the table.
Compensation is a huge one. It's a constant debate. Clients say that they're open, but at a certain point, a role does have a strict budget, regardless of somebody's experience. There's only so much negotiation that can happen. So I think it's really important to have those conversations on the front end versus waiting until the end, because that can create a pretty negative experience too if a candidate has been upfront about what they want.
And how have we helped client organizations improve their hiring process if it needs work?
Well, when it comes to capitalizing on the candidate pool, our talent acquisition services, research, sourcing, recruiting, executive search, really allow us to go out and find the not easily findable talent to present from a candidate standpoint. The Recruitment Education Institute actually allows us to train not only recruiters, but also hiring managers on efficient and effective interview practices. And our performance-based solutions really allow us to understand the full person versus just knowledge, skills, and abilities. We can learn about their behavioral drivers, their communication styles as well.
And there you have it. You can use the secret shopper approach to diagnose your hiring process yourself, or you can use any of these techniques to improve it. Thanks for watching. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one.